So it ended up being a 10-minute start to finish freestyle in my car, waiting on my engineer. Ended up as a reflection piece and part of my healing journey. This is the story of If You Don't. Hello, it's Skimmy here, and I'm here to talk about my new single, If You Don't. It's out everywhere right now. Go listen, go stream it, share with your friends, family, cousins, aunties, sisters, brothers, okay? I wrote that song as a freestyle, actually. It was in November, and I was waiting on my engineering manual to get to the studio because I was a little bit early, right? And I like to freestyle my songs mostly. Mostly all my songs start off as freestyles, especially if I'm really fucking with the beat. And I was just singing along to this, and I was like, "You don't love me, don't let me know." And I just started singing. I was like, "Oh, that's dope." Now, mind you, I had about 4 other songs I was supposed to do that day. I had an 8-hour block, and I wasn't planning on doing anything else, But then when my engineer got there, I was like, "Hey, I know I didn't say I'm gonna do any other songs right now, but let's work this in right quick." So I did that song. Very minimal vocals. At first, I was like, I don't know. And I got through it and I sang the whole thing and I was like, damn. Well, little did I know after listening back to it, it was about me negotiating with God. The song set in between the space that is denial and acceptance. And when I was going through what I now know as my ego death, I was bargaining with God a lot. He was telling me to stop doing music. I was like, what is you talking about? So I was begging God to let me keep doing what I thought was my identity, because we're going to get into this way later in life, but I made music my identity so much that I didn't know who I was without it, And when God was like, be free, give it to me. And I was like, so not only was I losing music, but I was also in a relationship that wasn't the best. We had our good times, of course, but I was grieving music while trying to navigate a tough relationship at the same time. So when God was like, please just let it go, I was baffled. I was scared because, after losing something, you don't know what's happening afterwards. Like, what is life going to look like after this? And I had no idea. And I was scared. So I was like, God, you tripping. Let me just do one more song, which I did do one more song in 2022. It's called Woman. And that was like my last hurrah for a while. And I was like, dang, God. All right, fine. So If You Don't is me grieving music. Now, it could also go for a relationship, because everybody and their mama has had a relationship where they don't want to leave. And they like, no, please, just let me stay. Like, when something's over and you don't want to accept it, that's where this song sits. So it doesn't have to be about a relationship with a person. It can be a place, a thing, an idea, an identity. So after listening to this song back, I was just like, so it was sitting already in me. It was sitting in me already. It just came out. And it came out like that. And I'm also learning how to use my voice differently these days. And for those that don't know, I have what you call a silent reflux, where it's heartburn, but you don't get heartburn no more. You get acid backed up in your vocal cords. So a lot of times my voice comes inconsistent, which I'm working on it now. My voice is slowly coming back. But I wrote that while in a flare-up. I sang it while in the flare-up. So some people might think, wow, this sounds like a different version of you. Well, it is, because I sang that song in a flare-up. I was actively flaring, and it was right before I had to go on vocal rest. It was like hard for me to sing that song, but I've learned how to use my vocal cords differently and sing from different areas while in a flare-up. Granted, I'm still on vocal rest right now, and I really can't sing a whole bunch. I mean, I can, but is it smart? Probably not. But that's why we have doctors and vocal therapists. Yay me. But I hope you enjoy that song. I hope whatever interpretation you get out of that, it helps you. But for me, it was about bargaining and negotiating with God while in an unhealthy relationship, but also had an unhealthy relationship with music because I made it my identity instead of making it a part of my life. So there's that. More on that later. But I hope you enjoy the song. Share it with others. If you want to sing along, cry, whatever. I've heard some people say it was a love song. Sound like a love song. So if it's a love song to you, that's cool. Whatever you think it is, that's what it is, okay? But for me, it is negotiation. Not only with a partner, but with God. I hope you enjoyed this behind the music, on the lyrics. So I guess I'll see you later. Okay, peace.